The Muskingum Music and Theater departments are currently collaborating and getting ready to put on the musical Company, written by Stephen Sondheim. Orbit Media News correspondent Mark Danner has more about the show and how the two departments came together for this performance.
The Muskingum Theater Department is preparing the show Company for performance on April 10th through the 13th. The show is the first musical performed by the music and theater departments in over 20 years. John Kuhn, instructor of theater, is the director of the show, and Olga Perez Flora is the director of music. Both were recently hired here at Muskingum, and John Kuhn talks about how the idea of a musical came to be.
With the coming together of those two synchronous events, the powers that be in both departments thought it might be a marvelous opportunity to take advantage of some of the strengths we bring as directors and as artists to try to create and do a musical. As you said, we haven't done it, I think, in 27 years. And so we started throwing out shows, possibilities. We both love Stephen Sondheim. This is a Stephen Sondheim musical. And pretty quickly we came to reach a consensus that this would be a good project for us to work on.
John Webb, who's playing the lead role of Bobby, is very excited for the show. John talks about how the show has been coming along for him and the cast.
I think it's been coming along really well. Everyone at first was, this is the first show that the music and theater department have collaborated on in like 20 years or something like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. It puts a lot of pressure on our cast. But I think we have some extremely talented people who are very hardworking and dedicated, and we all want it to be a success. We work with Dr. Flora twice a week over in Walter on music, and we work with Professor Kuhn 3 days a week with staging, blocking, characterization, and they're two wonderful directors. They want what's best for this show and for our cast, and I think together just their incredibly creative minds are going to make this show a huge success.
Olivia Brown, the stage manager of the show, gets to work very closely with both the cast and Professor Kuhn. This is her first time stage managing a show and talks about how it is different for her and how she works closely with the cast and the directors.
Stage managing is very interesting for me. I have always been an actor before. I acted in high school for 4 years, and this first semester I was in a couple plays. And I've never really stage managed before, so it was an endeavor taking on that I didn't realize would be as big as it is, but I enjoy it. I like being in charge, so it's sort of like I'm a go-between between actors and directors, and I like that knowing everything and answering questions and telling people what to do.
The show will run from April 10th through 12th at 8 p.m. and April 13th at 2 in the Sandra Wolf Thompson Theater located in Caldwell Hall. Muskingum University students, faculty, and staff are admitted free to the show. Tickets for others coming to see the performance are $5 and will be available at the door prior to each performance or by calling 826-8376. For Orbit Media News, I'm Mark Dan.